Got something big that you want to do but you don't know how? Let's fix that. There is a process to where you can accomplish almost any goal you have that is achievable. This process is called the success framework. There's 3 rungs to the success framework: plan, schedule, and hustle. We're going to focus on planning. It's the first step, and it's where you're going to start. So when you're trying to accomplish something, you want to have a plan to accomplish it. A plan works for many reasons. 1, you have something that you can measure up to. 2, you have something that you can commit yourself to. 3, you have something that you can test, change, and experiment on. So in order to come up with a good plan, I think you should reverse engineer your plan from your goals. So let's take some goals. Go to the furthest time out to make your goal. So a 10-year goal, a 5-year goal, and a 1-year goal. So let's say your 10-year goal is to own $100 million in real estate. What could you do in 10 years to have $100 million in real estate? So once you get that, you go back to 5 years. Well, to make that 10-year goal happen, what do I have to do in the next 5 years? And to make that 5-year goal happen, what do I have to do in the next 1 year? And to make that 1-year goal happen, what do I have to do in the next month? You see what I'm saying? You want to break that down into smaller time chunks to where you can focus your energy and your effort on accomplishing. Now you have something smaller that's not as big as your grandiose goal, but it's the goal, it's the task that you need to complete to keep moving forward along the goal ladder. So now that you have reverse engineered your goals into actionable steps, you want to take action. But here's the problem. You don't know what the hell you're doing. Your goal is supposed to be something so big, it's something that you've never done before. So as you're moving along, you're kind of making assumptions. And you're saying, well, if I do this, if I buy one house every year for the next 10 years that's valued at $1 million or so, you know, your wealth will grow. Don't worry about the numbers, worry about the concept. So once you have the goal, you reverse engineer your goal into actionable steps, into a time period that you can work with, and then you start to pursue those goals that you have set. Now here's the thing. Since you don't know what you're doing, you might have to make adjustments, and that's cool. The more you learn about the goal, or as your goal changes, as you get further along and closer to your big milestones, it's okay to change your goals, guys. But look, I want you to commit a certain amount of time, and that's the reason why we set the goals so far out in advance. So we could commit to a long period of time to make sure success can happen. You have to give time for success to happen, especially when it comes to something like monetary goals or like an extreme goal. You have to give it time. So that's why we dedicate like a year, 5 year, 10 months, a year, 5 years, and 10 years. So that way we can have something to look to in the long term. One of my mentors told me, he said, look, man, the problem with people is they don't look far enough into the future, so they make the bad decisions today. That ends with you and that ends with me today. We looking into the future. We making our goals for 10 years, 5 years, and 1 year. In order to get to your 10-year goal, what do you have to do in 5 years? In order to get to your 5-year goal, what do you have to do this year? In order to get to your 1 year goal, what you have to do this month. In order to get to your 1 month goal, what you got to do this week. I want you to make a plan, guys. Use your mind. Make a plan to go into the future that you would like your life to be in. That's the hustler's way, baby. That's the hustler's mindset. We have to think ahead of the game to get to where we want to go. So the first action in your hustler's playbook, the success framework, is to plan. I want you to make a plan. And then next we could talk about scheduling. But I see you then. Till then, keep hustling, keep it extra, and get your money. Peace.